Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good morning so far. It's Monday, January 8th. Market opens, New York, of course. Regular trading hours in 5 seconds or so. Let's see how this thing opens up. This is a 1-minute chart on the Dow on the right-hand side. Daily up in the top left, 30-minute in the bottom left. And that is the first candle right there of the New York session. We'll see how this thing plays out. This is the grid, Three Sisters grid, NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. 1-minute chart with VWAP, volume weighted average price. That's that blue line going through the middle there. And these are 2.5 standard deviations from the volume weighted average price. You see the first candle there forming. You also see the 1-minute open range forming there. That's that. You see that pink line down there and the pink on the top and the bottom? The 1 minute, of course, is not finished yet. Finishes in about 20 seconds, and then we'll have this range that will start moving out to the right as more candles print, and it will fix at the 1-minute open range. I've been using that lately, more so than the 10-minute open range that I used to use. I may go back to the 10-minute, but for now, I'm getting all the information I need most days from just 1 minute. And there it is. There's the 1-minute open range set now for the whole day on the 3 indices, right? There's 1 minute top, 1 minute bottom, and so on and so forth on all 3. We'll watch this thing play out now. Here are the daily charts. NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow in the midst of a pullback. We're in the middle of Friday's range right now here on the open, on the NASDAQ and on the S&P and on the Dow. The Dow, though, overnight broke Friday's low. That was not the case on the S&P. That was not the case on the NASDAQ. So we'll see how that plays out. If the weakness continues on the Dow, which has been the strongest of the 3, by the way, you can notice the NASDAQ is now trading way below the 21 period moving average, EMA. And we're kind of just getting back above here on the S&P. We hadn't even tapped or broke the 21 on the Dow. As usual, I'll be cutting out dead air, sideways grinding action, non-teaching moments to keep this video nice and tight. We'll watch to see how this thing develops. Let's take a look at these 30-minute zones. You can see we just tapped the zone again here, this one from early in the European session, and now rejecting down a little bit here on the Dow. The S&P, of course, doing the opposite, getting up here into a clean traffic range. There's a wick right there that I would be a bit concerned about, given that it came from the New York session as well, and looking stronger on the NASDAQ over here. So we'll keep our eye on all of this, of course, breaking through without any trouble the 1-minute open range, bullish picture here. I'm going to drop the EMAs back on the 30-minute chart. You can see we have a bullish configuration here on the 30-minute chart. We have a bullish configuration on the 1-minute chart. Let's take a look at the S&P. Same thing, and then the Dow. Not the case. Bearish on the 30-minute. 9 is below the 21. And as I mentioned, we had broken below Friday's low earlier, overnight really, in the European session. And now looking to break the lows of the open range. We'll see if that happens or not. I'll put you on pause for now, guys, and bring you back as things develop. All right, guys, watching the S&P here. Buy stop order, guys, right there. I'll fix the markers here in a moment. Buy stop order. I'm looking for a new high on the session to take us further. And I'm in, guys. I'm in. Right there along the S&P on this candle right there. Just looking at my own platform here in the moment, guys. A little distracted. I got a couple of issues here with my brackets, but figure it out. So stop is below the pivot inside of the open range. It's a 1-minute open range. Bullish configuration on the EMAs on both the 30 and on the 1. Primary target is 1R right here, secondary is 1.5, and then 2R would be the third and most extreme outside target. This blue line is Friday's high. And target 1 has been hit, so the 1R all or nothing trader has left the game with full profitability. And of course the 2R move stop to break even at 1R has moved their stop to break even because we hit 1R. So now it's just the 1.5R and 2R all or nothing traders who are sitting here waiting to see if they can get full profits as well. This is a trend continuation trade, guys. You can see that we have a bullish configuration on the 2-minute chart going into the open. A nice little pullback before the pre-market, breaking higher on the open. I waited for the first 1 minute, of course, to get that 1 minute open range, and then we pulled back nicely, fairly orderly manner, and then I simply bought the break of the high of the session, and that was at 9:48 a.m. Instead of going straight up like I wanted it to, it pulled all the way back to here. Did not risk being stopped out. Our stop, of course, was below this key pivot here, which was already tested, and then pulled back. Didn't quite even make it there, and then nice rally, pull back, and now we have a sequential wave uptrend moving higher. This was bolstered by the already bullish configuration on the 30-minute chart, meaning the 9 above the 21 coming into the New York session, and against a multi-day pullback here, significant pullback on the S&P, of course, since the end of December. This particular day you see here, the first blue-bodied candle was December 28th, going into New Year's and what have you, and then looking like it's firming up because we had this doji-style candle on Friday and then breaking higher. The entry was also above the 21 EMA, which had now turned higher and into a rising configuration. So a rising 21, a bullish moving average configuration on the daily, and then break above. We'll see if we can go further here. We might just pull back here, guys. This blue line, by the way, in case it's looks a bit messy to you, is Friday's high. And so we're kind of testing Friday's high now as we speak, and looking to see if we can get beyond that. We'll see if that happens. I'll put you on pause and bring you back. And target 2 has been hit, so the 1.5R all or nothing trader has left the game with full profitability. You can see that we blew right through the high of Friday. That's that horizontal blue line you see there. Let me show it to you over here. You see the Friday's high right there, and how we just blew through that. And now we're going to come up against another pretty significant resistance area from Thursday. There's Friday, there's Thursday, also during the New York session. We'll see if we can get through there. And of course, if you look up here on the daily chart, you can also see the breaking, marginal breaking of Friday's high. That's a bullish sign, obviously. We'll see if we can continue up here. We need to get up to Thursday's high in order to hit the 2R for the 2R all or nothing trader here. Put you back on pause and see if we can complete that. And there it is, guys. Finally, about 2 hours and 20 minutes later, we finally hit 2R here. So all 4 models were 100% profitable. There was never a pullback, for instance, back to break even. Yeah, it just took a while. This is actually a 2-minute chart now. I had to switch up to a 2-minute to incorporate all these candles in the chart. Again, about 2 hours and 20 minutes or so. It is now 12:03. So midday. We are in the twilight zone. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you and your support. Thank you for clicking the like button and for saying hi in the comments. Maybe we'll see you again later this afternoon. Have a great one. Happy Monday to you. Take care.